Good morning. I wanted to tell you about my movie that I had watched this week. Um, I did enjoy it. The movie was Elizabeth's Gift. It was released in 2012, directed by Rob Diamond, and the stars were Kari Hawker-Diaz, Paul D. Hunt, and Savanna Kylie Lewis. Now, this movie is one of those that kind of touches you in a way. It's not overly religious. However, the premise of the movie is there is this couple and they have this little girl that's about 5 or 6, I believe. And she has a very rare heart condition and she passes away while on an outing with friends at a theme park. And this kind of deals with the couple as they heal through that. And during that time, Elizabeth Gift is about Elizabeth, their daughter, where she appears to the mother who has started doing once a week volunteering at a local, I would say, mission type thing, to help get kids and people off the streets, those kind of things, and feed them. It is a religious group that does this, but there's no overt, like I said, no overt religion in this. But Elizabeth appears as an angel to her mother one day, and she has this white rose in her hands, and she drops rose petals. And as she drops those rose petals, the mother goes along, is following her, picks up the rose petal, and she'll see her again, she'll appear to her, and Elizabeth leads them to a little girl who is homeless. Actually, it is 2 young ladies that are homeless. One is a teen, and the other is this little girl that's about Elizabeth's age. And the little girl has been traumatized by something in her past, and she is not speaking very much. So, she's a very quiet girl. She appeared to the teen. The teen started trying to protect her, take care of her. And the young lady in the movie actually takes her into the mission to feed them and, make sure that they have a good meal. But every once in a while, Elizabeth will reappear when the little girl is in trouble. The little girl's past involves someone who is a gun dealer, and he wants to find her and take her for a certain reason, and I won't tell you that reason because that kind of gives away most of the plot of the movie. And this is the young mother is trying to protect this little girl, and her husband is a police officer who is investigating the gang, that this gentleman runs with. So, and the father of Elizabeth is very negative, you can see their marriage going through those troubles after the loss of a child that most couples struggle with, and it usually destroys a marriage. But the couple works through them, and the mother, in the long run, wants to adopt the young lady, and the husband determines, yes, he does agree with her eventually, and they adopt this young lady as their own daughter. And in the meantime, they help the teen get off the streets. But there's a little bit of action in this as the villain of the movie kidnaps this young lady for a certain bit of information. And it involves the mother and the father finding her, along with some of the other street characters in the movie, finding the young lady and rescuing her. Now, I really enjoyed the movie, but there is a very large plot hole in this, so big that you could drive a Mack truck through. And what it reminded me of is the early Hallmark movies, quite frankly, that you were like, really? Really? You're not going to finish the storyline and give us a little more? But other than that, I give it 3 stars because it was a good movie. The acting was a little stunted. It almost seemed like this was a first time for everybody being in the movie. And the acting, it was a little bit stunted. But then, that's kind of the way the Hallmark movies were at the very beginning as well. Now, I have seen Paul Hunt in a couple of other things. And this is probably one of his earliest works. So, and some actors, they have to grow into their acting career. So, I did find it enjoyable, 3 stars. The next movie that I am planning on watching is, the F movie is Fallen. And in it, it has Denzel Washington. I cannot remember when the movie was. I think it was in the early 2000s it came out. But I found it, the trailer very interesting. And I will link down the movie where you can watch Elizabeth Gift. It is on YouTube on the Encourage TV channel. Fallen, I believe, is on Netflix and maybe Prime. I don't think there's anywhere that you can watch it free. Although, if you have cable services, I would look under those. It would probably be under drama or mystery, possibly paranormal. That's all I'm going to tell you. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. I had wanted to see it when it first came out, but whatever was going on during that time, just was never able to get to the movies to see it. So I'm looking forward to watching it. Now, the project that I worked on was I started my cardigan for the Cardigan Challenge. And this is done in, I love this yarn, in soft blue. I believe that's the color that this is. Yeah, it's soft blue. And this is, a yarn that's sold by Hobby Lobby. I actually gotten this for a different project. Never did that project. But this is the Everyday Cardigan by Sewrella. And it is free on her website. Or you can purchase the pattern, so you don't have to try to copy paste and all that kind of stuff, which is generally what I do when they're free. But it is done in half double crochets, and that's my favorite stitch. So I got that far while watching it. I'm almost done with the back. I think I have about 10 more rows before I'm ready to start the one front side of the cardigan. But that is it. This was an enjoyable movie, even though it was a little amateurish, very beginning-ish type with the actors, but I did enjoy it. So, and like I said, it's free. It's free on YouTube. You got to watch the commercials unless you've got the YouTube Prime or whatever it is where you can watch things without the commercials. But I'm cheap. I'm not willing to pay for it. All right, guys. I'll see you guys again soon. Remember to choose kindness and love one another. Let's pray for one another. Uh, make sure we're all doing well and healthy. And I'll see you again very soon. All right, bye.